Right. Right then. Should we make some gold? Should we make some money? We do some should we actually do some gold making? How's that sound? Good evening, boys and girls. Or should I say good morning, Team NA, maybe? If you are up nice and early. It's it's evening mode for me. I don't do too many evening modes. I've just got back from McDonald's and the dog park. My should I have pizza for dinner or not dilemma turned into, wife, would you like to go to McDonald's? And we both thought it was an absolutely cracking idea, so that's exactly what we did. Right. I need to relist, or at least I need to check my auctions, which will take a little bit of time. But there's part of me that's tempted to actually just have a little poke around and see what's going on. I need to do some delves. We need to get some gear on the go. We need to start padding the vault. That's a thing now. Padding the vault. Yes, yes. Delves Season 1. Prey Season 1. You can see I've done absolutely nothing with either. Yeah, I still need to, we still need to work on renowns. I'm going to have to designate some time soon to actually play the game. I was talking about this earlier, but is this the world boss? We could kill the world boss. I'm intrigued by the world boss, you know. Can we get some frames on the world boss? What's the odds we get a piece of gear from this dude? Should we go and have a little look? But how's everybody's goal making going today? I suspect the, I wouldn't go as far as to say the floodgates are open yet, but I'd half imagine that there is at least more opportunities afoot. Only made 18 levels today. I'm a disgrace to my family name. Oh, all past and future roses will never be the same. Is this dude skinnable as well? I bet he's skinnable. I bet he's skinnable. Right, should we find a group for this? I don't like how fat the listings are for this anymore. I know that sounds really silly, but I don't like it. It's too big. Right, odds on any more than about 20 FPS here. Right, wish me luck, boys and girls. We want warbat. Well, we want mail or maybe plate. I'll take leather. The only thing I don't want is stupid cloth. I don't know what Dawn Crazed Halo does. Let's move out the fucking way. Inflicting a bunch of damage every 6 yards. Oh, okay. I just need to make sure I stand away from other people. That's fine. Q2 ore goes burr. Is everybody getting a bit gemmed up? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we think? Everybody's getting gemmed up? Or is it that, oh, here's a question. Is tin more expensive than silver? This was something I guesstimated would happen. That tin would end up being more expensive than silver. Which, you know, if you know your metals, that doesn't make sense, does it? But it's based around the fact that blacksmithing uses both. Engineering, obviously jewel crafting uses both. But engineering doesn't really use any silver whatsoever. So there's less oh my god. There's less places for silver to go. Which caused me to suspect silver would end up being cheaper. Which is going to do some weird shit for prospecting and gems. Right. He was relatively painless. What did we get? A one-handed axe. Wow, that couldn't be more useless if it tried. That could not be more useless if it tried. I have no need for that anywhere. Who in the right mind uses a one-handed axe? Any takers? Okay. Sure. Same job as me. No beer helmet. Discord said evening mode. Hey, well, we might have a beer on the go. I can't. I've only got 2 beers in the fridge though. I've accidentally run low. Who would have thought? Yeah, apologies, Team NA. I'm drinking in your morning. Sue me. One thing I do want to check, actually. I made a bunch of enchants on my enchanter dude a couple of hours ago. Wonder if they sold. So are we saying the world boss is one-time guaranteed loot, but then there is the chance of personal loot on top? Is this something that is worth slapping it on a few tunes, maybe? Evening stream, yes, yes. I don't do them very often, but Wednesday is a day where it might happen. Sold my enchant formula boots Sheldrasil's route for 50k in 30 seconds. Was that lucky or do they go that quickly? I didn't undercut at all. I don't know. You're on Taryn Mill, aren't you? So shit's gonna move pretty fast on that realm either way. I don't know the value of that enchant. Okay. TLDR, no, and not a lot of stuff has sold. Whoops. Let's have another go with these then, shall we? I sold some though, some Marks of the World sold. I absolutely flat out refuse to cancel shit. If I can't post it on the auction house and they don't sell, then I frankly don't care. This is my approach to this now. If I put it on the auction house and it doesn't sell, then it doesn't sell. There's always that feeling when something sells to yeah, true. 181 on the copper, 267 on silver, 323 on tin. Okay, that is quite the difference between silver and tin. That seems inflated, I'll say that. Weirdly inflated. I don't know if any of these enchants are like even theoretically profitable. I was tinkering around with craft sim earlier. It doesn't fit on my screen. We got to go this mode so it fits on my screen. I don't have enough screen space. Need a bigger screen. More pixels. Want to buy more pixels. Any of these? Ow. Literally 0% profit margins. About top tier stuff. Top tier stuff's in the bin. Yo, nearly 10k on Dawn Crystals. Gee, there's only 1,200 of them. Funny thing is, right? I was like, yeah, Dawn Crystals aren't going to be that expensive this expansion because you can make Dark Moon cards and disenchant them. That doesn't seem to really help that much, does it? What's it cost to put a Dark Moon deck together? I bet the aces are still stupid expensive, aren't they? Reagents, inscription, go. You guys probably can't see this in great detail. I apologise, but Flipping hell. Why are the aces so expensive? Hang on. I mean, this is a level of shenanigans that I wasn't expecting. This basically removes any possibility. So these aces must have turned up from what? Anybody got any sizable amount of data on this? I'm starting to get the opinion that flipping crafting Dark Moon cards might not be a terrible loss. If you've got your scribe, or should I say a couple of your scribes, if you've got a couple of your scribes up and running, your miller and your ink dude relatively well set up, I'm not far off the belief that you can just be crafting Dark Moon cards and just win on the value of it. To be fair, the value of these aces is double what they were yesterday, so this is like shenanigans at play. I sold one for 5k 18 days ago. That must have literally been on launch day. 1 in 22 chance you get the ace. That's 8, 16, 24. So it's about 1/3 of the chance of getting an ace that would normally be. Epic tool on my millers and inkers. It's profitable, but not huge amounts, like 15%. This is what I thought, yeah. Posted a few of each ace a couple of days ago. Well, we do know that they made the ace just drop less. So when you look at all of the other cards, for example, you got... Well, to be fair, you don't even have humongous amounts more of these, do you? I guess this is also part of people not leveling aggressively via dungeons. I think I got one of the ace cards, and I think I got it in a dungeon. Can't remember. Did I say morning earlier? It's 2:15 p.m. here, so afternoon. Well, it's just gone 8 p.m. for me. You're a few hours what's that? Ahead? Behind? I can never remember which way it goes. Okay. I got an ace from killing a random mob doing a world quest. Oh, really? Okay. Cards drop like candy in my delve. I get 1 to 4 cards per run. And you know how quick those are? You're doing like 2-minute delve runs, aren't you? You should be making bank on these aces then, Rose. I mean, forget the other cards. Or just save them all and build trinkets. Build trinkets out of them. Okay. I didn't want to get too deep into that shenanigans anyway. We selling the rest of these enchants. Maximum amount already posted. Genuinely not even getting undercut on these. Wow. Holy macaroons. What's going on here? Who's hacked the matrix on these? Can't be right. These prices just can't be right. There's no way people are crafting these for no shot. They take 2 dawn crystals. They take 2 dawn crystals, a bunch, a piece. Even at the cheapest of cheapest Dawn crystals price, that doesn't make sense. You can't craft them for even a fraction of that. I'm convinced of it. Something about that don't make sense. Either I'm about to get skamazed, or something about that doesn't make sense. You ain't no chance making them at that price. Not a chance, fella. There's the possibility that somebody's just leveled the profession using those. No shot those are going for that price. You watch, I'll get left holding the bag now, but there's no way that that's... I mean, I can at least make it relatively difficult for anybody else to compete with me now. I mean, sure, people can, but you still can't craft them for this price. You can, but you got to get heck lucky on flipping resourcefulness. I got flipping maxed out. I don't have any basic shards. How do I not have any basic shards? Yeah, even with like Dawn Crystal prices from a week ago, there ain't no way you're making these at like 5k a piece. Not a chance, mate. Not a chance. That could end up being a relatively cheeky flip if we can sell some of those. They're only the rank 1 versions, but, you know, who cares? Hello? Rank 1. Rank 1 version's profitable. Some weird shit going on. This is why I genuinely don't want to this is why I can't be doing with mass crafting this expansion. Everything's just way too weird. Genuinely, it's just way too weird. The whole thing's far too much of a brain fuck. I'd rather just not bother. From 17 down to 14. Bye. Okay. Yeah, this is where using, like, I know I've just released a TSM set of groups, but I'd be very careful using, like, standardized TSM operations to post stuff these days. Real shenanigans going on. That said, I do have 34 Dawn Crystals in my bag that I should probably do something with. The irony being is I bought them for 4,000 gold only a few hours ago. Do I just sell them? Just sell them back out for more than I paid for them. Sell them out for more than I paid for them. Instantly as well. 90th Sindori spinning library? Is that piece of decor, is it? They bought their crystals cheap so they can sell cheap. Yeah, true. What's other things doing? Yo! Wait, hang on. Wait, what is going... What's going on with the majestic hides? Chat, we're going skinning. What's going on with these? We're going skinning, fellas. Majestic fangs have cratered. Hang on. Hey, we're about to clean out the guild bank. Hang on. Right. What do we... Okay. Why won't you let me sell these? Claws are in the bin. Why are claws in the bin? People panic selling claws. Why are claws in the bin? One more character left. I got 71 majestic hides today with 49 characters. Fucking hell. They were 1.3k an hour ago. I mean, money's money. Where's my other ones? Right, screw everything else. We're going skinning. 12k a pop. You'll be mad. Flawless purple gem is also 3 times the price of the others. It's cucking people for mass crafting the prism. Price has gone up hard on that. It's so funny because this is what happens with some of the materials. I can tell you for a fact that this is half the reason. This is half the reason ore's going a bit silly.
Profit together.
Because all it takes is one gem. All it takes is one gem to just get reset, and all of a sudden everybody's prospecting calculator tells them that it's massively profitable to prospect. This is why you've always got to be really careful with these. Yo, Senti, welcome in. Good evening. Thank you very much for the 28. I appreciate it. Acuity weapon enchants up at 33k. Ah, fun days. Fun days in the auction house. Fun days. Main stat's like 4x better than secondary, so all main stat enchants are just hot right now. Nice. Muthius is likely to have a bunch of majestic hides in the bank. I don't know how many. Probably not that many. 10, 15 of them, something like that, but... Yoink! Yoink money! Don't mind if I do! Hello? Don't mind if I do. This is easy money. This game's easy. I toast my recent success with the last beer in my house. After this, it's water. Okay. That's I need to relist my auctions. Relisting my auctions is clearly more valuable, but this is fun. Let's go kill a few skinning dudes. Where are we? There. Oh, you got some Bud Light? No, well, I got premium cock. I got a premium cock, is what it says on the can. Bud Light. Premium, huh? That's what it says on the can. Yes, compared to Team Sweden, by the way, yes, it's Bud Light. You and your flipping 5% alcoholics. Right.
Let's make sweet, sweet profit together.
Yo, Natty with a 59! Oh my. Holy. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Welcome in. Thank you very much for that. Of a beer called yeah, and it also tastes like cock as well, or so I'm led to believe. Rumor has it. Right. In you come, fellas. I avoid beer below 6 to 7%. That very quickly stops being beer at 6 to 7%. Starts to become a spirit at that point. Come over this way, please, puddy cat. Yoink. Right, we want to see lots of Majestics. Preferably of the hide variety. Oi, spider. Damn, stupid claw. Stupid, stupid claw. One down. Oh, another claw. Never lucky. Yeah, I'll gamba on this evening. Oh no, I've spilled beer on my mouse mat. Prefer the term IPA. It's normal to have an 8% IPA in China and Australia. I don't mind an IPA, but I don't like them when they get overly strong. And you can have one, maybe two. It's a sit in the sun beer. I'm English. Lager's your day beer. You know, lager's your, if you're having a drink beer. IPAs are for special occasions. Does your wife also like it? Oh, I see what you did there, Rose. I see what you did there. Wait, hold up. I got two Majestic hides. I didn't realise that. Here's me crying with 0 skinners. I knew there'd be value in setting this up. I need one of those stinky bright potions though, don't I? It's a bit dark over here. Could do with some illumination. Oh, I saw another majestic hide. Not on this dude. Just some biff. And some leather. Who had the majestic hide? Yes! Cash money, look. Cash money. You know what? We're going to trade those straight over. Auction house them straight off the bat. No messing. Good opportunity to grab a stinky potion and all. You watch, these will be like 288 of them. Somebody was listening. What am I looking for? Bright potion. Stinky bright potion. No, we're sat in the dark, but there's no need for it, is there really? Aha! Oh my god! Flashbang! That really works. Oh my god, this... It's like a new world. Jar of sun-warmed sand toy also turns it into a daytime skybox. Oh, okay. I probably... there's a good chance I even have that toy. I just buy the potions, I don't care. So what's the somebody inform me, what's the logic then on the hides being giga buffed and claws being in the bin? Is it just purely because of what enchants they go into? It must be, right? Oh shit, I was not available for invites. Oh no, I'm out of flipping hell. This dude's out of lures. Please hold. Please holdings. Please holdings. Chest leg enchants, mainly chest. Okay, also used for the mining profession tool. Yeah, the mining profession tool's been a thing for a while, but now we're in enchant season. That's what's going to sway the demand on them heavy, like in a heavy way, I think. Chest enchant rank 2's 32k at the moment. Does it take 2 of them? Is that why? I bet it takes 2 of them, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got to do. Oh, just one? Oh, but it's taking crystals and roots and stuff as well. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Damn. Damn, son. Maybe I should have gone harder into enchanting. Hey. If you keep looking at things, you get too much FOMO in this game. Stick to what you've already got sorted. Stick to where your expertise is at. Your expertise is likely different to mine, so don't worry about it too much. This is the one advantage of specializations at the beginning of the expansion. It kind of deliberately filters everybody out into different corners. The fact you can't stack shit by default in the guild bank is really annoying. Hello? To be honest, if they don't get a majestic hide, I'm just going to move them on. I don't care about the other mats. Put a claw in there. Hide was probably reset, not as high on NA, although still twice as much as the others. I mean, yeah, probably. The goblins will always do goblin things, won't they? And the EU goblins seem to be more aggressive with this sort of stuff. The fun thing is, and I've always thought this, is that Team NA is far more passive and somewhat seems to let supply and demand just do its thing. And then Team EU just watches what happens over on NA and then just absolutely resets the shit out of everything that looks to be in demand. You know, it's clearly people just watch Team NA and go, right, that works. Boom. Pretty convinced of it. This is why any sort of sneaky sort of increase in demand on NA just gets multiplied fivefold on EU. Half of it's completely falsified, it feels. But I don't care. I'll sell flipping hides at 12k a piece today. Ground Beast is probably only the one worth doing like this. No, I agree. I just haven't got the knowledge points on enough skinners yet to do the Grand Beast properly. That was kind of meant to be my task last week, but I got far too involved in flipping profession tools. And like I mentioned earlier, there just is not enough time in the day to actually do everything. Oh, there's a party going on over here. Fuck off. No, you meant to pull the motherfucker over here. I don't want to have to cart all of my dudes over here, dickheads. Bang. Or claw, whatever it's called. Oh, there's one. There's another one. Right, all back in your bush, fellas. Back in your bush. Your work here is done. Well, I've only got 8 left on the auction house, so all the other ones have sold. All 120 majestics and 100 kills. Flipping hell. That's kind of spicy though. Good effort that. Oh, why didn't you log out? Oh, ass hat. I think I've got, I don't know, 40 characters set up to do this, which is good enough for a quick blast like this. Could it be more? Should it have been more? Of course, but, you know, hindsight and all that. Now when they all have 80 knowledge points, early average was 0.8 majestics per kill. 1.2 average with a full... You got full build on all your tunes as well. Holy, good effort. Have you just literally just done nothing but bang out skinning for the last 2 weeks? You were going ham on this on the beta as well, so yeah, I'm not surprised. You probably have been way ahead of the curve on this one. Whoa, hang on. Don't go placing lures. We're not in a group yet. Come on, I need this dude to log in quick time. Today was the last quote-unquote work day. Now all the characters are done. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair play. Like, that's been my end goal, but I've got way too distracted with doing other stuff. But, I mean, you're now set up to get... If you're now set up to get, like, 120 majestics a day, that's flipping crazy. Cash in the bank. I think there was just one hide there. Double check. Claw in his bags. I need to relist my auction, so I actually want to fire through these quite quickly if I can. At 25 mil now before the expansion, I was at 3.5. I mean, it's 20 plus mil up though. It was worth the effort in the beta, I imagine then. And, you know, worth the effort since the game's gone live. 10 million liquid profit a week. Can't argue that. And that's, and like you said, now it goes into easy mode. What team number was that? Was that the 3rd or 4th? Can't remember. Why did you not get an invite? Where is he? There he is. Grab the bonus ones. Nice. I should actually be skinning a bunch of these. I need these for like the weekly skinning points. I've kind of been forgetting. Priorities. Claw. So it feels bad when you get the claw now. Knowing that it's worth 1/5 the price of the hide. Did I not get any from that? Did we not get any from that? Damn, never lucky. Whoa, hello. Put you back. It's really jarring going from like bright mode to dark mode. I'm not using a stinky bright potion on all of the characters though. That's just excessive. When our setup now only took 54 hours to resync the drives. Jesus. Took that long. I mean, I guess the concept of a NAS, you just leave it in it, but over 2 days. Sheesh. Chest enchant 37k. Time to go do those last couple of conch characters. Indeed. I really should have set all of these skinners up with tailoring as well. That was going to be their other job for if the majestic market completely collapsed and died. They were going to pivot into bolts. But it seems to turn out that they don't need a backup plan just yet. Guess it's time to assign enchanters their knowledge points and spend the concentration. Yeah, do it. Yeah, today's a good day for that. Yeah, I'm gonna once again really struggle with the like distraction problems if I'm not careful. I need to ignore the fact that the grass could look greener on the other side and stick to what I've already got properly set up, which is profession tools on all 80 realms. I shouldn't, take my eye off that one just to chase a pretty fairy. This was a side hustle activity from day one for me anyway. This was what I was doing on days where I got bored doing other things the last couple of weeks. So I'm happy that I've got this many characters already set up, to be honest. I'll organise this lot later. Famous last words. Oh, another claw. Damn you, game. Come on, last account, go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more teams left. What's that? 5 times 4? 20. 20 more goes of what's already been set up. It's not worth setting any more up right now. I should just be content with the 20 I've got, I think. Probably the smart move. I might almost actually start with tailoring on the other 20 and then like cross them both over eventually. That might be a smarter idea. Why did he wait and then fuck off? That makes sense. What do you think works best as a secondary profession on these skinning alts? Well, the reason I think tailoring is just because I don't really want to move these characters particularly. The reason I've done it the way I've done it is so that they don't really have to move. I can move them about, but it's a chore. So either tailoring is probably good because then you only technically need to move them. Like you're not worried about, you're not doing tailoring for concentration. You probably do tailoring for bolts, which means you haven't really got that. You can do it once a week, basically, can't you? With tailoring. If enchanting concentration was to hold any value long term, enchanting wouldn't be a bad option as their secondary, just purely because you can do your enchants from anywhere. You don't need a table for those. But I don't have any strong belief in that enchanting's going to hold its value. That said, I might, because I haven't set tailoring up on all of these yet. It's only a possibility. But if these flipping dawn crystals stay spicy for a few days, it might be worth setting them all up with enchanting, getting a Moxy bag, and then just ditching enchanting and giving them tailoring after. That might be a play. 80 shots a Moxy bag in the next couple of days is relatively achievable. But it's another one of those that all of this is going to take my focus away from selling flipping profession tools everywhere. And I'm already making 3-4 million a day selling profession tools. Do I really need to hack at alt army stuff when I've already got something like that's printing? I don't know. Like I said, I've got to be careful here. I don't get too distracted by the shiny shinies. Right, I do need to tidy this up a little bit now, I think. Starting to get a bit extreme, isn't it? Oh, I can set them to log off and then I can put stuff in the bank after. No? The bank is open, then I can click log off, then I can put stuff in the bank still. Aha, clever. Hacks. That saves me 20 seconds. Probably not 3 to 4 mil profit, no, but I'm at least doubling my money pretty much on them right now. Plus, the numbers are loose because that also includes all of my other cross-realm flipping stuff, which is a whole bunch of decor and mogs and everything from the past. So the numbers are a little bit loose there, but this is why I just kind of look at the revenue, really. But I know any cross-realm stuff I do is a nice high margin. It wouldn't be worth doing if it wasn't. Oh shit, this dude didn't log in. Fuck a duck. D for the knowledge, then first crafts up to a total of 15 knowledge points. That's enough to craft any enchant on the talents. Yeah, I need to figure out what the optimum 600 Moxy path is. I think you gotta push enchanting to like skill 50 or something to get the all the glimmers, because that's worth 150 Moxy or something. I think the best you could do is have that one pally get 40 in talented tracker so all your alts can skin the Grand Beast. You can only place the lure once a day per character. So this character can't actually place the lure repeatedly. Otherwise you would be right. It basically means I need to get at least one of my skinners 40 points in talented tracker on each of the teams. Wait, is that a hack? If you don't skin it, you can replace the lure? Ah, is the lockout not based on placing the lure, it's on killing the beast? Oh, fudge McDuck, did I not know that? Now you made me look amateur. That's clever shit. That's clever shit. That might violently change my approach to this, because I already have 40 points in Talented Tracker and nearly 40 points in Majestic Materials. I will do after I go and do some weekly stuff. Well, that's got the juices flowing. The brain juices flowing. I mean, that theoretically means I could move all of them over there already. Ooh, Majestic Hide. Raid. Right, I have to fix this mess now. I know time is of the essence, but I have to fix this mess. My meat just flapping about all over the place. We can't have that. There we go. Nicely organised meat stack. I wish I didn't have OCD about this sort of stuff. It hurts my brain to have this amount of mess. No, put it down. Too fast. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, you go there. Ah, oh, delightful. Right, log out. Woo. How much gold have I made since the expansion started? Fun fact, I'm about 20 mil in the hole. I'm about 20 mil in the hole since the start of the expansion. But it's I'm not working for profits right now. I'm working for turnover, working for revenues. Profits come when I stop buying shit. Let's put the main guy in an RP realm. I'm getting a lot of whispers and probably reports. I know that is a bit of a risk with this, but all of since every one of my alts is on a different realm, I can easily bounce to places that are quieter. I basically never pull everybody into my main character's realm because this is Draenor, so I know this is going to be busy. Pick somewhere that looks quiet. You see a full array of mobs, you know it's pretty quiet. This is partly one of the reasons I wanted to do the Grand Beast eventually as my, like, just stand there and kill mob. A, because he's got the chance to drop all three, which is a really good start, but secondly, the fact that it's just more out the way, and I genuinely think there's less people that are just kind of like lurking about. There's one. I'll get everybody else off. I can't be bothered to do the guild bank stuff. I've only got like 2 teams left. Ah, that not skinning it thing's a clever trick. You know what, though? The problem is I'll forget that. Especially if I'm streaming. Right, 2 more teams. 8 more shots. Have I literally sold them all? Lol. Yeah, actually, these are good. The EU's going to do EU things on these, isn't it? You're starting to get big chunks at 15k a piece. These are lit 20k by the end of the evening. They're lit 20k by the end of the evening because goblins will just do silly things with them. I'll wake up tomorrow and somebody will tell me they sold 1,000 of them at 25k a piece or something stupid, and I'll cry. But you know, hindsight monster again. Where is he? There he is. What a goblin thing to do. Rounding up mobs on a long boy. That's got to be the most goblin thing you can do, innit? Come on, down you go. Boom, headshot. Oh, a fang and a claw. Yoink. Oh, you know what? There's really part of me that wants to absolutely YOLO the shit out of this. And like flipping get epic tools on these dudes. Oh god, I could go off the deep end with this, couldn't I? Whew, it's a real smell of wet dog in my studio this evening. I'm a lambs. She's all tired. We went to the dog park earlier. We only go to the dog park once a week, but she's she's clearly tired from it. She's clearly exhausted. Bless her. 40 minutes running around the dog park. She's absolutely pooped. She had to come home and have a shower though. She's ready for a nap. Another stupid claw. Majestic though. Okay, I think I've got one team left. We had a discussion in Case Discord about somebody who had full blue tools, used all consumables and even the fish with 150 perception. When I had just rank 1 green tools since launch, we both had a similar average of Majestics per kill. Don't say that. I'm making loads of gold selling skinning blues at the moment. I'm making an absolute bank off those. But you're probably right. It probably doesn't make too much of a difference. Oops, sorry, I just punched my microphone. That wasn't the plan. Yeah, I have to do a quick cancel scan on these accounts in a minute. I got far too much gold invested in profession gear to not do it. But if I can bang that out in about an hour, we should have a final hour of the evening to tinker with something. Both the end and the mid nodes, of course, were. Yeah, 80 points on your skinners should really be the target if you plan on doing this, like, through the expansion. And I can give people some sense of confidence that unless this ends up being the Enchanting concentration build from the War Within style, the likelihood is that these majestic materials will hold value throughout the expansion. because they're used in enchants, and unless a brand new stack of enchants turns up, there will be demand for these throughout the entire expansion. Secondly, they go into decor, which will always bring some element of demand. They'll never completely tank because they will go into decor. It's genuinely just feeling like quite a good thing to have a few alts in your back pocket for, really. That's not the button I meant to press. But right, that was all the skinning for today. I mean, technically it's not. Now knowing what I know, I could actually spend that final hour of the day maybe just like shifting them all over. Oh, I don't know. I'm getting distracted by squirrels. Let's get the important stuff out of the way first, and then we can be distracted. Right. You, Muthius, have another hide to sell. These are going to the moon. These are genuinely going to the moon. Lol. How many bonus ones lying about? Get shot for a few of them. Why 40-40? You could do with 20-40 if you've got another toon that can help summon. Weird levels of completionism. They'll all get more stuff if they all have it. Summoning is step 1. I technically have that by just having one dude that can summon. Summoning is step 1, but of course, if you want maximum majestics out of it, full 80 knowledge point build is worth having. Oh, I'm selling my stinky ripe potions. That wasn't the plan. I've just bought those. I'm just one account Andy, so I have all 80 on all my characters. To have done it on one account is actually kind of crazy and all, to be fair. I couldn't possibly imagine. Like, I haven't even done the process. I've done the process like 10 times in total, but of course I'm doing 4 characters at a time. I couldn't possibly imagine of doing it like 40 times already. That's bananas to me. I'll leave this dude here. I'll grab his winnings tomorrow. Alright, I need to do a repost. $45k for the Acuity of Render Eye enchant. Is it really 45k now? Oh lord. Things are going wild. Goblins doing goblin things. Just don't get too suckered into like resetting markets and shit. That's what gets you in trouble. Oh no, I've had a whole bunch of stuff expire. I didn't want to be dealing with expires right now. Wanted rapid fire, cancel and reposts. I didn't want to be dealing with expireds. I don't do it now though, I have to do it tomorrow, so I might as well. Could just maybe take only the cancel stuff. Is my OCD going to allow that? No, it's not. What about skinning? I'm not seeing the diffuser farm is in Voidspire. Does that mean that the moat drops are fixed? Don't know. Don't know. I've not been doing any 2x4 farming. More so than anything else, I would imagine that all like we mentioned that the people who do that sort of stuff are the kind of people who are just keeping themselves busy until the season starts. There's a very strong possibility that all the people that were doing it for ages have got bored doing it, and it's like, oh, season started, I'm going to go kill the raid now. But if there's absolutely no groups for doing it, then maybe. Go scout students Discord. Go scout students Discord, you'll find out pretty quick. Now let's see if I can be relatively efficient and quick fire through this. If I haven't got too many dudes that have got a bunch of expireds in their bags, be alright. Must have been 48 hours since I last reposted all of this stuff, so it's all expired. To be fair, today's not a terrible day to post all of this sort of stuff, so just a touch inconvenient. I sold a captured June scavenger the other day for like 600k. That was fun. I could do with a few more of those sales. Just casual out of nowhere, just massive sellers. Yoink. I don't have enough like super high value stuff for that to happen very often, but it's kind of cool when it does. Evening Manth in the Lappies. There's only one here this evening, and she's absolutely zonked. She's hard snoozing right now. We were at the dog park earlier, so she's exhausted. Yeah, it's just one with me this evening. The other two are in the main house, hopefully doing the same. He's definitely doing some dreaming though. Her eyelids are twitching, so she's definitely fast asleep. Good evening to you, by the way. Good evening, good evening. Welcome in. Means they'll be awake at 5 a.m. They kind of are anyway. I mean, it's, yeah, it is 9 o'clock in the evening right now, but fine. Raiden and Liverpool plays football after the raid, so pretty nice evening indeed. But it's good if you win. Both at slaying dragons and kicking balls. The fun thing about this is that just one single sale of a blue tool on a realm, you know, at the moment my selling price for these is there or thereabouts 20k a piece. So I literally only need one sale average on every realm to do like 1.5 million gold. It's kind of crazy. This is what I like about this. That like I know I'm like reposting a shitload of stuff and the logistics of it's kind of complicated, but I don't have to really feel as if I do any more than maybe an hour of cancel. Like I do one cancel scan in the day, and I need an average of like one sale a realm to do like silly money. Once this is all set up, it's kind of like very the dopamine of opening the mailbox is very nice. It was a chore and a half to set up though. That's the problem. This is going to be a bit slower now if I'm getting slowed down by all of my other random decor and stuff. Have people been doing the raid then already this evening? Did anybody like, you know, run LFR or anything today just to get like a first peek before they go off with guild? I kind of briefly took a little bit of a look through Twitch to see what some of the bigger guilds were doing. They were all starting splits and all sorts of stuff already. So it's clearly go, go, go. Selling tools with the affix that people actually want is a good seller. On the rare stuff, I use missives to make them, so I deliberately make sure that I'm not making any trash. Because yes, you're right. You accidentally proc a crafting speed, and that'll ruin your day. That said, bet there's idiots out there that buy it. I bet there's people that buy rank 5 crafting speed just because they don't look or they don't think. Bet it happens. Can't easily be relied on, but I bet it happens. Bedtime now. Have a wonderful evening. Sleep well, Rose. Good night. Probably see you in the morning. Get you lot posted. Grab expireds. Doing this, it's kind of like that spinning plates thing. I'm just trying to make sure I always keep each account doing something, whether it's looting a mailbox or doing a scan, or that way you optimize having 4 accounts running. It's not always possible. You end up with, you know, accounts like this that just sat there waiting for you to do something, but plus it means you can sort of mitigate. You can mitigate the log in, log out times, or at least minimize their effect. So season 1 live now. No, Mythic Plus starts next week. Mythic Raid, Mythic Plus next week. It's what's often referred to as Heroic Week now. So you got up to the Heroic Raid. But all the Delve stuff is opened up and PvP and stuff like that, so it's mostly a go-go. Oh, my poor mouse wheel finger's gonna ache after this. God bless the mouse wheel, though. Have you had any issues with TSM when posting tools? I tried separating the different stats, but for some reason it recognizes like 4 different multi-cry. Yeah, you can't. I've even spoke to the guys at TSM. It's just not a thing. You just got to post them by item level and don't craft stupid ones. It's not ideal, but the when you group things by specific, it really does mean specific. The problem is these days as well, there is just way too many variations possible. Blizzard now, for some reason, adds really stupid things into as bonus IDs. Things like the level of the crafter that crafted it. Now, who the cares about that? But it's a bonus ID, and it means if you are putting things in groups based on like specific items, it's just flipping stupid. It's practically never, ever, ever sensible to use specific item grouping unless it's like you've got I don't know, a socket proc or a plus leech or plus speed or something like that, a tertiary stat maybe, but unfortunately you're 99% best off just posting by item level, because at least you can do that. Matthew's streaming on my lunch break. What a pleasant surprise. Yeah, we do grab a bunch of Team NA if we do an evening stream. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good lunch. What items are you selling? We can't see, it's too small. This is a whole wide variety of just flipped stuff. Pets, basically anything I've ever found cheap to flip. My main categories are probably pets, recipes, decor, and now fashion tools and accessories. Eager to get back for some more missive sales. 750k profit yesterday. Oh, nice one. That's big money on missives. Were you selling the profession missives, or were you starting to sell the end game crafted gear missives? Presume the latter. Profession tool. People all have the blue one and want the purple. Yeah, I would imagine a lot of people will want purple, but there's a lot of people that will buy the blue until they get the purple, and there's also a lot of people that technically don't care about the purple. If you're doing any sort of work order, you don't care about the purple ones. You don't care about the epics. A nice rank 5 blue will do most people fine. I sold for 4 million blue items, so I feel the people are equipped now. Yeah, but we're like 10 days into an expansion. People are leveling professions for ages. People will start seeing dollar signs from, you know, they'll start seeing dollars spinning, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, alchemy is all of a sudden really profitable. Let me spin up an alchemist," and they'll drop 100k on a bunch of tools, and you know, that gravy train I don't think stopping anytime soon. It's the only reason I was so willing to dive in 2 feet first. If I thought it was going to be a 5-minute job, I probably wouldn't have gone to set it up to this degree. But yeah, for 4 million, you might have equipped a few people, but there's a lot of people that play this game. There's a lot of peoples. Bought a few hundred kev herbs over the weekend with both my Inca and Missive Crafter having the epic tools now. Multi-craft on it was ridiculous. Nice, fair play. Good effort. A lot more people seem to have got into, or at least starting to understand, the value in vertical integration. It is a bit of a time sink if you do it on one single account, but at least something like milling's relatively quick. Oh, I got pins and needles in my leg. I've been sat with my legs crossed for too long. Schoolboy error. I hate pins and needles. Could be a nice mailbox opening tomorrow morning, you know, considering we're doing a repost on all of this decor stuff as well. That is assuming somebody doesn't watch me do it and then come in and do it themselves shortly after, but because none of you would be so scandalous. Good thing about Enchanting is that you don't have to worry about logging in every day checking for flickers. I tell you what, like, I know that they gave us a week's head start on the catch-up system because some people got knowledge points when they shouldn't. But I'm going to be honest, I would have rather they didn't. Because checking every crafter for patron orders every single day because of flickers is a real chore. This is one of the things I don't like about the catch-up system. The catch-up system requires you to put more effort in than it would have taken you to have just done it in the first place, which is, I think, batshit crazy. I don't expect people to catch up for free, but what I do expect is people to be able to catch up quicker than it took somebody to do it naturally the first time. Isn't that kind of the point? The flicker system being on a daily 24-hour timer I mean, it was a decision, wasn't it? Majestic prices got flipped so hard, 15k for the hide. I know. We've sold about 30, 40 of them this evening. We did our skinning a little while ago. I had a bunch in the guild bank from the last couple of days, and we sold a bunch of today's as well. Easy money. Posted. They're meant to log out after they've posted. I really hope I don't have all of my characters where I need to do a repost on. Pretty sure they're a bit staggered out because because I've never been bothered to do a full repost in one go. Why is the claw so low? Drop rate changed? No, it just doesn't seem, as at least from the purpose of an enchant, it doesn't seem to be as important as the hide. The value of them is all being loosely considered the same for the last couple of weeks because they've really only gone into profession tools. But now that it's clear as daylight that there are certain enchants that are going to consume a lot of them. Yeah, there's quite a lot of manipulation going on in the price, to be fair. Claw is probably tanking because there were people panic selling them thinking that they're going to be worth nothing tomorrow. On the flip side, there's definitely a few resets happened on the hides. So, you know, they're both being sort of the value of them is being played with a little bit. That is for sure. Yeah, the hide being used in a big chest enchant is big news. Not news that should really be new to anybody that's paying attention to enchanting, but yeah. I stocked up on the Majestics, all of them but the hides. Oops. I wasn't stocking any of them really. I was just farming them and selling them as I got them. Going by the logic that I tell everybody else. If you've worked for it, just sell it. Unless you know something that other people don't, just sell it. You can always farm more. The blue tools, it's the claws as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not that the claws are not used. It's not that they're not used. It's just, you know, the hides are used more. It's not completely binary. Claws are used in big dick weapon enchants. That's why I stocked them. I mean that could still definitely have an effect. When people get their weapon that they're willing to enchant, you know. I don't know. The fact that those chest enchants are going for like 40k a piece or something stupid kind of goes to show, doesn't it, that people who are doing this stuff on day one just don't care about the price. You know, people buy a few. This is the concept, right? This is why goblins make loads of gold at this point, because it's clear as day there are people out there that just buy a few tokens and they don't care what shit costs on the auction house. Oh, what? I spent 400,000 gold on a, you know, gearing up my character on day one. Well, that was a token. I'll buy another token tomorrow. You know, people's disposable income goes quite far. And you know, there's people that play for like a week or two, and if they buy a few tokens, they just don't care. Oh, jeweler's cover for 38k. Yoink. That's a good sale. Do a few more of those. It's funny, you know, this is kind of like the profession tools is lucrative. Doesn't feel as lucrative as decor was. Even though maybe it's some sort of bias by being way more interested in professions than your average. Goes to show the power of the casual player base, I suppose. I think Midnight Decor is going to be a good long-term market as well. I've said this a few times recently, and I still stand by it. I'm pretty sure those that want to make pretty steady, pretty consistent gold throughout the entire expansion will slowly but surely end up setting up a bit of a decor operation, opening up a store of IKEA. You can farm for an hour or two occasionally, you can craft a few things occasionally, and you can sell them at a reasonably nice profit. And I don't think that's going to change, just purely because there's always going to be that first aspect that will slow mass crafting down, being that you got to farm the damn lumber. It was true up until, well, since December the 2nd when housing launched. But there was always that big question mark of like, is it going to dramatically change when Midnight launches? I don't think it has, and I don't think it is. I think it'll still be pretty good. Did I do a cancel scan on this character? Clearly not. I still must have on some realms like 500,000 gold worth of decor outstanding. I haven't bought any decor, not in any serious quantity, for a couple of weeks. In fact, since before Midnight launched. So my stockpile, I would have assumed my stockpile is getting quite small, but I still have a good amount of it by the looks of things. Sindori Quill, 33k. Nice money sale there. So many alchemy NPC work orders wanting rank 2 potions on knowledge points is all sorts of BS. Yeah, I noticed a lot of that. I've been cucked so many knowledge points by dodgy patron orders. It's really gross. It's actually one of the reasons why I'm not even trying to craft or sell potions or flasks this tier, because I just, you know, didn't get lucky with my patron orders, and I didn't set up multiple alchemists this time to, you know, find one that works well. I could have done and I should have done. I just, like a lot of things, I didn't have time. Can't do everything. It's funny though, because last expansion everybody was complaining about blacksmithing patron orders. I know they're probably still not great now, but it's flipping tailoring ones. Sometimes I get a tailoring work order and it's like, yeah, this is going to cost you 25,000 gold to craft it. And I'm like, no, that's not happening. Hang on. That clearly can't be everything that's going on this realm. Is it really? Do I just have no stock on this realm? Okay, sure. Yeah, I got a little bit unlucky with my tailoring knowledge points. Sorry, alchemy knowledge points. This has kind of signed me out from being too concerned about being competitive in alchemy this season. Tailoring is just a pain in the ass, but I think at least it will keep bolts doing, doing some good money for a while, which is needed because enchanting concentration the last couple of weeks has been a challenge, should we say. It's clearly doing all right tonight. We'll see how long the delta between the crystal price stays. A couple of days of M0s might change things a bit. We'll see. There is still some light at the end of the tunnel. Engineering, I keep getting orders for stuff I haven't discovered yet. Discover everything, man. On your engineer, it doesn't cost a lot. Just discover everything. Recycle a shitload of pigment. It's really not that expensive. Not worth missing out for 10k or whatever it costs. I'm assuming powder pigment's still the cheapest thing to recycle. That or linen bolts, maybe? Maybe. Do you break down the linen bolts for the aether looms? Evercores, it's probably still pigments, right? Powder pigments. As of recently as well, you can recycle a shitload of stuff and then sell all of the Evercores, and it basically costs you nothing. I only ever seem to get Evercores, no discoveries yet. You do have to put points into recycling to discover stuff. I think it's a minimum of 10 points to discover stuff. I can't remember. Is it 10 points? I just slammed 30 points in it real quick, but I think it's 10 points minimum. Right, we're nearly through these tunes. Okay. Yeah, this has taken me a lot longer than I expected. I apologize. This is clearly not the most riveting gameplay, but this is what makes me gold these days. Keeping my auctions listed on an evening like tonight could be very worthwhile, even though it's not the most riveting thing to do. It makes a spicy mailbox opening tomorrow. It's all worth it. Where's this account? Load, goddamn you. Listening. Oh no, 4 loading screens. Capped myself. Too efficient. Oh, blacksmith toolbox, 33k. Don't mind if I do. Sindori clamps for 30k. Oh, sold a pickaxe for 15k. That seems cheap. Cheap, cheap. We're getting to the top of the list now. When we get to the top of the list, there's usually a lot less stock to deal with. Because they're at the top of the list is the bigger realms, where I actually don't post or sell as much because everything's already too cheap. You chase it if you're chasing big profit sales, you tend to find them on the lower pop realms. Unless something really broken has gone wrong. Oh, hang on. I bet I didn't do a cancel scan on this realm, did I? Partly the reason I'm here. Keep my profession tools up to speed. Doing this feels like the goblin equivalent of like don't stand in the fire when raiding. Trying to keep your eyes on 4 different things at once. Only I'd try and metagame relisting auctions, but oh wait, did I do a cancel scan? No, I didn't do a flipping cancel scan again. Forgetting to do the thing that I'm meant to be doing. Forgetting to do the thing that I'm here to do. Shadowlands came out. I watched your content to make gold. Just saw that you were alive. Hope you're doing well. I'm good, thank you. Hope you're still crushing it. So you can see we've leveled up a little bit since the Shadowlands days. Still fundamentally doing the same though. Sweating it out in the auction house. Oh, 4 loading screens. Nobody likes 4 loading screens. So I'm really trying to focus now, and I've kind of switched off streamer mode while I try and blast through this as quick as possible. Oh, whoa, we're out of sync somehow. How have I managed that? I've been doing some accounts faster than others somehow. Whoops. Oh my god, this account is flipping miles behind. Okay. To be fair, one thing I am kind of quite glad on is the fact that I'm crafting most of these profession tools means I don't have to spend extra time on each of the realms, like searching for deals. There's still part of me that does think I probably should be buying the profession tools on the cheaper realms where they're probably being sold for less than what they cost to craft, because people are crazy. Although I know I've got BIS setups on my crafters, so resource procs and all of that sort of stuff still probably puts me in very, very competitive pricing areas. All done, you log out. Nothing to cancel. Oh dear, that means there's really no stock on this realm. It either means there's no stock or it means I've sold it all. Unfortunately, I think it's just I've got no stock. See, this is now how quick it can be. It's really quick when you've got nothing to sell. These big realms where everything's too cheap to begin with. I'll tell you what though, can you imagine trying to do this without TSM? You would not get anything done. The outside of the goblin community might have a bit of a whinge about TSM from time to time, but it's super useful. Oh, that realm's done. That account's done, sorry. Two accounts finished. Keeping half an eye on what's in the mailboxes, we look like we're set to open at least a couple of million gold in the morning, which is nice. Everything goes to plan. Oh, the third realm done. Okay, just this one random one that for some reason has taken longer than the rest. Three more to go. Three more, and then we're done. Then we're done. Everything's posted. We can just mess about. I wonder if do we just sit in front of the auction house and just watch the craziness happen for an hour? As weird as that is, we could just sit and watch what materials are doing silly things on. That, or I could go do some more skinning stuff, because that's ridiculous cash money right now. I'm sort of jealous of people having like 80 knowledge point skinners. Right, two more. Probably not a lot on either of these realms anyway. Right, last one. Last one. Gear with a higher item level is usually stronger than gear with a lower item level. Blizzard's tips are funny, man. And we're done. Beautiful. Beautiful. What happened to Craft a Manthe? All this open world farming, skinning. What's next? Lockboxes? Hey, look. We chase the gold. We chase the gold. That said, I want to see if any of those enchants have sold. Right, bathroom break. I've had a thought. I know what we might do for an hour. Just because I kind of I don't want to really particularly start another project. But what could be quite fun to investigate. Oh, we did sell some enchants. Oh, we sold some dawn crystals. Casual 420k. Yoink. Raiding? You funny. You funny. I'm gonna take a throwaway character. I'm gonna speedrun a 600 Moxy bag. I want to speedrun a 600 Moxy bag. Because I reckon you can do it in one sitting, and I reckon you can do it pretty quick. Let me take just a throwaway character that doesn't really have any professions and I don't particularly care about. Preferably one that maybe already... I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? Give me one of my remix tunes. Give me one of my remix tunes. Holy auctions. You'll do. Speedrun a Moxy bag, see what happens. Prospecting with the current ore prices is kind of profitable if we don't consider the price dumpers and fakers. Just be really careful. There are some gems that are massively overvalued right now, which will skew all of the numbers. Please, 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 please be aware that ore is like significantly more expensive than it was only a couple of days ago. Rule 1, always focus on material price. Right, so this dude. Let me just do a quick sanity pass on this sort of stuff. So what do we think we actually need to get 600 Moxy? We need a first-time craft on as much stuff as we can. We need 55 skill in the profession, or 50 or so skill in the profession. If we do this with some element of science, maybe, Try keep a bit of an... What's going on with me bars? Hang on. But I wanted to get all this set up first. That one. It's going to need another reload. We can disenchant a bunch of shit to begin with. We do that as part of leveling up anyway. Right, let's go and oh, me flipping buttons. I'm in the wrong place here and all. Give this dude a bit of seed gold. Just to start the process off. Okay, 250 gold is 250,000 is a little bit more than I think it needs. So shouldn't cost me any more than 50k to do this, should it? We'll also use half the mats from the war bank anyway. This isn't really to consider the costs per se. So we need enchanting. This isn't like truly speedrun, but this is just like a test. A test. We're going to disenchant our way to success. Let's buy a bunch of cheap greens, blues or something. Let's figure out what the process is at least. Current expansion, them. There's loads of you. That's like 20. Thinking about it, you know, how many flipping catch-up points do you have with enchanting already? 44 glimmering powders. 44 times 5 is 220. Okay, you might need to do all the disenchanting for all the glimmering powders to do it relatively quickly. Be my assumption. I can't remember what the leveling path is. I think we go up to... Is it skill 20 or skill 25 by disenchanting? I'm a blood elf actually on this character, so I've just kind of realised I've made it a bit easier for myself accidentally, but that was purely by fluke. Okay, that got us to skill 20. I need some vellums. I need a copper rod. Need one for the first time craft. Might as well equip this, I suppose. Multi-craft. Totally useless. Are we going to do the Dawn Crystal quest? Let's see. Need a vial. Where are the vials? No. Alchemy vials? Wait, hang on, is that even? Yeah, I need sunglass vial. One of these dudes. One of you. Just make another one of you. I need 25 points. $27, $28. Not crafting that one. That's too damn expensive to craft. I also got to be really careful I don't accidentally burn those high quality dawn crystals. $28, $29, $30. One more of those. Wand. What was the other thing we got? First time craft. Both of those. I'm not randomly crafting weapon enchants just for first time crafts on this. A few more of you. These are actually easy points. Skill 50. You're cheap enough to YOLO. Okay. Oh no, I'm still 2 points short. One more of you. Let's disenchant it again in a minute. Yeah, these are far too expensive to be messing around with for this. Go grab the glimmers. Can't do that right now. I'm clicking too fast. Too fast. Too fast, too furious. Kind of stupidly, I need one crystal. I need to hand this in so I can get the glimmers. Let's do all the first time crafts on the glimmery doodahs. Do I not have craft sim switched on? Why the flipping hell do I not have craft sim switched on? Ah, no, that was not the right button. Main tune, load. Craft sim on. Work orders. NPCs love their glamour. You're not wrong. Very true. Oh no, it's going to reset my timer. Oh, dickhead. Did anybody see what the timer was? I should have been... Flipping hell. Anybody see what the timer was? Quick, somebody rewind. It was around 7 minutes. Alright, we'll just add 7 minutes. I mean, this isn't exactly that important, but I'm just seeing, you know, what the process is. Of course, this is also requiring me to use my brain. But we can go craft queue. We can go queue first time crafts. 67,000 gold for first time crafts. Where's the big expensive shit? Crafting cost. Fuck off. Not crafting those big expensive ones. Dog on, mate. Oh, it was 9 minutes 20. Okay. Well, we'll just add 10 minutes to whatever it takes. Like I said, the time on this isn't really important. I just want to see what the process is of getting 600 Moxy. See whether it's something that I'm worth YOLOing just because it's fun. Hello, Amalams. You've woken up from your nap, haven't you? You're now wondering where's the other puppies and why are we in the studio at this time of night. Do we just full send knowledge points into random stuff that gives us first time crafts in the spec trees? Is that going to be necessary, or can we just disenchant our way to success here? What do we think? I mean, I could have done the napkin maths before we started this, but... Alright, there's first time crafts. All of that sort of stuff. Where's that put us? 225 Moxy, so we're not technically even halfway. I bet you could learn a lot of recipes through here pretty quickly, couldn't you? 45 knowledge points to play with. Patron orders. Not that it's necessary, but... What? Game. What? We need to fly around and pick up treasures. That's got to be a must, hasn't it? That's got to be a must. See if we can harvest up the rest of these, because if we can do as much of this without flying around and picking up treasures, that's a win, isn't it? We need more shit to disenchant, though. I wish there was a quick way to buy this. There probably is, I probably just haven't figured it out. Could have swore you could double click on the... Oh, that's a cheat mode. Yeah, a little time to get a bag test. Nothing particularly serious. Right, that's got to be a load of those then. See how many of that ended up being. Some. Right, there's the epic one. Uh, 44 times 5 is a bunch, isn't it? Not going to be enough. We're going to have to fly around and do treasures as well. And then maybe something else, something else. If only we had flipping cheap Dark Moon trinkets. Wait, why am I not getting... Ah, I got to get the stupid 2 treasures though, don't I? Before I get the glimmering. Oh, that sucks a fat one. That makes a world of difference. Ow, Cockosaurus. This isn't the day to be doing this either. Where are these ones then? Okay, this makes a world of difference. I'm not working and you're streaming? You know, it's a big day today. Why not? Good evening to you though, welcome in. Treasures an early Sunday morning war mode task. Yeah. Oh, for now. We're not going to be doing that for a few minutes. The fact that I wonder if you only have one profession where you get the 2, you just get the 2 treasures quick. It's always the 4th treasure that fucks you. That's what I find anyway. So maybe maybe it won't be that bad if you only have one profession. You'll just quickly bang out 2, job done. Where is it? Glimmering was a due last week task. Yeah, I'm just wondering about what the viability is of doing this on my alts before I eventually give them tailoring anyway. Since this is a one-time thing, and at least at the moment with the price of Dawn Shards, it can be pretty profitable. It's a one-time treasure, ignore that one. I'm just thinking about the possibility of running Enchanting on all of them. Getting a Moxy bag, YOLOing a bit of gold that way. Then actually giving them tailoring, which is their final destination. Where the flipping hell's the treasure in here? Okay, I have another problem on my hands. I do not have a single ability on my bar. Yo! First one, easy mode. Let's hope the second one's just as quick. Oh shit, this is not good. Fuck. Maybe I should put some abilities on my bars. Whoops. Flash of light, Q. That'll do. Where's the treasure? Hello? Hello? The fucking hell's the treasure here? Is it this thing? Oh, I'm dead again. Shit. Combination of no abilities, no gear, no buttons on bar has not synergized well with good gameplay. Have they done anything with the state of abundance? They change it every day. You're best off just going in and trying it, because it would take me longer to try and figure out where, in what state you last saw it. Early reports today seem to be that it's even relatively straightforward solo today, but you know, could easily change by tomorrow. Could all completely change by tomorrow. Yeah, I need one more treasure. 365. We're over halfway. And it's, give or take, taking me 20 minutes. The first one is obviously going to be sloppy AF. But if we can get it done in under an hour, then it means after a few runs, you basically get it done in under half an hour. Oh, you're not a treasure. Oh, there's always treasures out here. Where are they? There's one. Oh no, a stupid Dun shard. Oh, that got me excited. Ah, Dun is probably a. Do you get Moxy for the Dun thing? That's got. Have I got to add two Moxy? Have I got to add two Dun ones to this to get the 600 Moxy? I'd rather not. That's a guaranteed 6 minutes of pain. There we go. There's our second knowledge point at least. Right, Entropic Shard, Arendar, Voidstorm. Where is Abundance? Voidstorm. I think this actually costs you Moxy, doesn't it? I think it costs you 75 Moxy, and then it doesn't give you the Moxy back. So I think Abundance is a bait. Yeah. If I'd have set my Hearthstone up properly, this bit would have been quicker as well. My Hearthstone stupidly set in flipping Ogrimmar still. Like I said, this is a bit of a throwaway character just for a test. Let's go Harandar. There's two treasures there. In opposite directions, because of course they are. It's on a mushroom here somewhere, isn't it, this one? Vaguely remember this. One of these around here somewhere, isn't it? Up. Use these walls. So what are we at? We're at 375. We need 600. We got 3, 6, 9 knowledge points. It's another 50. Yeah, this is 600 in one run. I don't technically think I need to go to the Voidstorm either to grab the one from the Voidstorm, but I will just for the sake of completionism right now. I think I'm already within reach of just disenchanting my way to 600 Moxy now, aren't I? Too late for doing maths, my brain hurts. 46 times 5. That's at least 200, isn't it? It's at least 200, yeah, so I don't even technically need all of these treasures. So where do you shave? I mean, I don't know. Do we think I got lucky on how quickly I got my 2 treasures? I think I did. I think that could have easily taken 20 minutes if I was unlucky. A couple of stupid deaths, but of course it's me. Expect no less. It's taken half an hour so far. Now we basically disenchant our way to success. Where's the portal gone? It's around here somewhere. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Right. That's 30. Right, we'll start with that. Get those disenchanted. There we go, there's our glimmering powders. What's the maths on how many of these we need now? We're at 420, which means we need 180. Which means we need... What's 180 divided by 5? I don't know, 30? Something? No, I don't know. Maths. Brain hurts. Probably all of them. You get 5 or 10 for each of these. It's got to be 5, right? Yeah, 5 Moxy apiece. Well, there was 10 minutes before I accidentally screwed up my timer. So I reckon this is an easy 20-25 minute task once you've actually done it a few times and know what you're doing. Especially if you do simple stuff like just send the character a bunch of blues already ahead of time. Don't forget patron orders give 30. I think I've done my patron orders. But yeah, a little cheeky bit of optimization on this. This is a 20-minute job, isn't it? This is a 20-25 minute job once you know what you're doing. Now, one thing I haven't done is really calculated how much it cost me to do it. Quite a lot of the first-time crafts and stuff came from materials from my war bank, so they're not really accounted for. Flipping 5k for a stupid crystal to be able to unlock glimmering powders was not great, but we will get at least one crystal back in theory. Flipping better do. Yeah, we need 20 more glimmering powders to hit 600. And there's 30 possible to obtain. So there's plenty enough knowledge points available to do this. And you could even get away with not picking up a few of the treasures. You could get away with not doing the Harandar and the Void Zone treasures, probably. Just by disenchanting a few more stuff. I've run out of shit to disenchant, though. Oh, please hold. Don't be eating my toast. Sofa pillows. No eating sofa pillows. Say hi to chat. Say hi, chat. My name's Amalams and I'm eating the sofa pillows. Down. Down. Yeah. No, where's all me cheap 50 gold stuff? Can save a bunch of money by crafting the blues yourself. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like there's lots of little optimizations that could be done with this. I'm just I don't care. My goal with this really was to just see A, whether it was easily viable, B, get an estimation of how long it takes to do it. And as it currently feels, it probably isn't going to take much more than 20 minutes, half an hour after you've done it a couple of times. Probably less. Come on, I need 13 glimmering powders from all of these. Don't screw me over, game. Now, any of your enchanting concentration alts out there, you might have already blasted your Moxy on recipes, which is kind of the more sensible thing to do. But if you're just in this for a quick YOLO win, benefit is that long term that the enchanting work orders are basically free. Oh, I'm not gonna get the 7 more I need, am I? Game's going to make me buy a handful of more blues just to finish this off. Son of a... What am I going to need? Like 5 more blues or something. 16. Eternal Charms. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's got to be enough. Got to be enough. $17. I need 20. 18. $19. One more. Come on, don't do this to me, game. Don't screw me. Oh! To the wire. To the wire. To be fair, you could do the same thing that you used to do in the War Within with this a little bit as well if you wanted to. With all of the knowledge points you obtained by doing this, I'm going to call that experiment paused and done now. With all of the knowledge points you gained whilst doing it, you could have probably actually, knowing that you're going to do a bunch of disenchanting, if it really is a throwaway character to you, just slam points in here while you do it. Was it Shard Supplier? Not that it makes a humongous difference, but... You know, I've got 114 knowledge points out of nowhere. I could probably fill this entire tree, couldn't I? Right, 600 Moxy. Give me a bag. Give me a bag. Master Enchanter's Surplus Reagents. Yoink. And... 6 Dawn Crystals. 6 high-quality Dawn Crystals. 60k. Plus the value of... 60k a root. Plus the value of the shards and the dust. Well, we spent more shards and dust leveling the damn thing up, so 60k. $60k minus cost. 50k minus cost. As of right now. Plus the chance at a recipe. And 121 radiant shards. What's it add up to? Oh, it's all sold. All sold. Quickest 50k in my life. Now I did use some materials from my warbank. There was some mats from the warbank spent in the process of doing this. I don't necessarily know exactly how many, but it's like, what are we saying? What? Who's done this a few times already? How many dawn? Is 6 an average amount of dawn crystals? Did I win or did I get unluck? 5 to 10. Is that what we're saying? So if it's 5 to 10, I rolled low in the first place. I've done it a few times. 6 is low end, opened around 60 bags. 6 to 10 is what I've been getting. So in that case, then, like, even with an unluck pull, I could do 2 of these characters an hour. I could do 2 characters an hour. Let's say I cut it down to, like, because I've got room to move, haven't I? If you think about this, there's room to move because I've still got 10 glimmering powders, so that's 50. So there's room to move on this. I don't need to do anywhere near as many first-time crafts. I don't need to do any, you know, I can fly around, pick up treasures, do glimmering powders, not harvest first-time crafts anywhere near as hard. Keep the cost down that way. You can probably do 2 characters an hour. 2 characters an hour and make 100k minimum, I would say. Pretty, the worst part of it's picking up the treasures, yeah. Pre-crafting the gear, sending it to the mail is a time saver as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just having a bunch pre-crafted and sent over. Yeah. Well, for as long as dawn crystals are like rank 2 dawn crystals are spicy. Let's not forget there's also the chance of pulling recipes when you do this. If you pull a recipe, that doubles your money. I'd say. So for a few days that might not be worth doing. Might not be a terrible idea to do if you're, you know, if you need ideas. It works, doesn't it? It works. Relatively disposable, relatively instant. A couple of dawn crystals on this dude as well. Not dawn crystals, flipping, what do you call them? All I need to do now is remember to log back onto this character at some point to take the loot out of the mailbox. All these 5 gold enchants, I can't help but feel that they'll be worth something else again in the future. I'm just going to clear the bags for now. I'd rather than just not be there. Okay. Well, that was an interesting little experiment. Probably easily get that down to 2 characters an hour. 50k on the low end. 50k on the low end, 100k on the high end, plus the chance of a recipe. And if you get a recipe, then that's, you know, easy doubled your money again. It's kind of cool. Just not sure. I'm just... You could use those enchanters every day. 4k on patron orders, not too bad as well. Well, in theory, yeah. Yeah, your options for concentration. Well, I mean, to be fair, we now have a concentration alt sort of, you know, up and running as well. Trainer recipes ain't going to get you very far at all, but I'm sure with 114 points, you can spec fully into something. You can fully spec into something. What's that flipping chest? What's the chest enchant that's popping off right now? What's the one that people keep telling me is popping off right now? Mark of the blah blah. Where's it gone? Am I being dumb? Strength, int, agi. Primary stat by 36. Mark of the world soul. This one, because it's using the hide as well. comes from Azerothian Arms. Elevating equipment, Azerothian Arms. This way. Bang that. What we missing here? Other than everything. 15k a piece. Told you these hides are going to the moon. Flipping Lord have mercy. Flipping hell. All my mats are wrong, which is why it's giving me silly prices. Give me some low quality crystals. How many is it? 2 per? Only 200 concentration per each one. Shit. Oh, fuck, this character doesn't even have gold to do this. He's old. What did I just buy a minute ago? I bought the crystals, didn't I? Be careful I don't do everything twice. Shit's expensive. That should be it, right? I know it seems really silly, but fuck off. The expensive one is the resourcefulness one. .261 concentration. 261, you son of a bitch. So it's not actually 4, is it? It's 3. If you have 40 odd points, whack them in here. Which is the one we're doing here? Whack it in here. Monstercraft ingenuity, blah blah blah. Do we just fill that node? $256. Want that below 250. resourcefulness. I want 30 points in here. Maybe I'll put the extra points in here. Is that enough? Boom! Enough for 4. 6k profit per. For 4 procs. Go on. Save something good. Never lucky. So yeah, not only do you get a 600 Moxy bag out of it, your bar of concentration that you get for free goes into another 20k on top of that. Just, you know, whilst prices are spicy. Oh, I didn't even shatter before I did them. Whoops, I didn't even read chat. But yeah. So there's even more potential juice in that, which is kind of fun. Fucking hell. Sold the second I posted it. Rank 1 Sunfire Silks, 30 gold more on the US servers. Oof. Cancel scan going on these is crazy. But anyway, either way it works. Yeah, kind of weirdly. I mean, I know there's a sense of irony. There's a sense of irony this coming out of my mouth, but for whilst Enchanting is going a little bit bananas, setting up these almost throwaway characters with Enchanting is not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea. But I think I'm going to leave it there for now anyway. I'll collect the gold off this dude tomorrow. I'll need to remind myself to actually do it, otherwise it will rot in the mailbox and I'll completely forget about it. I don't need 250,000 gold on this character. But that was kind of a fun little experiment. You can probably do 2 of those characters an hour. 2 of those characters an hour, YOLO a Moxy bag, bang out a few enchants just whilst things are a bit crazy. And then potentially never log on to the character ever again unless you really want to. Or you can cycle through their patron orders from time to time if you also wish. Kind of fun. Right, boys and girls, I'm going to bed. Been a long day. Thank you very much for joining. We'll open a nice juicy mailbox tomorrow. The stream might start at a weird time tomorrow because the wife is in Helsinki tomorrow. She's out the house. That means I got to sort all the dogs solo tomorrow. So that sometimes messes with my schedule just a touch. But other than that, it should be all good. Thank you very much for joining this evening. We hope for a big mailbox tomorrow, and best of luck with your auction house sales. Season has begun. Loads of gold to be had. It's all kicking off. It's good fun. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you all next time. Peace.